Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kaylin and I just wanted to make a quick video today to do another 10 ideas of things to do instead of spending money. And then after the video I have to go and get on with some housework because basically I've been having a party all day, just like running about, feeling like I'm a teenager again even though my kids were in tow, and now I feel like I've got home and I'm like, oh, now I have to do adult stuff. But I thought I would break it up by making a latte and sitting down and having a chat with you first. So my first idea for something to do instead of spending money is to have an indoor picnic. And I have done this before with the kids where we had like a little tea party on our living room floor. It's a good idea for a rainy day whenever you maybe feel like going for a picnic, but it's just not really the right weather for it. You can have it anywhere you like in your house, and basically you can just put out a blanket or rug. You can make like little, like, you know, like afternoon tea kind of food for yourself, or any sort of picnic food you like. Whenever we went on picnics whenever I was little, we always had like sandwiches, crisps, chicken drumsticks, like some sort of fizzy drink as a treat. And you can just like make it a little treat for yourself. You don't have to have anyone to do this with. You can just do it on your own and turn it into like a reading picnic or just whatever you like. Have music in the background if you like to, because that's something you can't really do at an outdoor picnic usually. So yeah, it's just something you can do out of things you already have in your house. Number 2 is to look up Jack Monro's recipes, and I know it's a long time ago now that she kind of released her first cookery book, and I really loved it whenever my daughter was a baby because it just gave you so many inventive recipes to make with very little, like in terms of ingredients. And she was living on £10 a week for herself and her son at the time. Granted, this is quite a while ago now, but it was impressive just how creative she managed to be with so few ingredients and the things that she came up with just using the basics that most people have in their house. And I think that a lot of her recipes, they're still relevant today, and with like the cost of living stuff that's been going on and the raised prices, it would be helpful to help you tighten up your food budget by going through her recipes. And most of her recipes are available online if you just look for Jack Monro. I think she has social media accounts too, so you can find her through that. Her website was Cooking on a Bootstrap, and the first cookery book that I had of hers was A Girl Called Jack. I know she has other ones, but I found that one the best because it was like more basic recipes and ingredients and you could build on them by yourself, and that was how I learned how to make my own bread. Number 3 is to watch interviews with interesting people, and there are so many of these on YouTube, and also just like you can find them on podcasts. I was listening to one the other day with Louis Theroux and Willem Dafoe, and it's just like inspiring to listen to, and it gives you a different perspective on life, and it just feels like you're filling your mind with something more valuable than just like drivel, basically. Because I feel like a lot of the time that we spend online, it could be mindless scrolling or watching videos that aren't really feeding your mind, but that is something that I always find does, and I find so much inspiration through it, and it helps me with my own creative projects too. Number 4 is to visit a library outside your usual area. We have quite a few that are like kind of within striking distance of our house. One is walkable, the rest you would kind of have to drive to, but it's interesting to change your routine sometimes and go to a different one because they might have a different collection of books available, different groups running. And for example, the one near my kids' school, I know they do reading groups for children over a certain age, and the one near us does other things like activities that you might not have tried out before. Like there is a yarn spinners group, which I've never been to, but apparently people just share their own stories and songs and stuff over like tea in the evening. Why do I start a video and then suddenly everybody is in and out? Because whenever I started recording, everybody was happily playing with their friends outside. I have also visited libraries when we've been on holiday before, just because it gives you a different kind of view of the world, and they might have different books or other things available like DVDs, so it's just interesting to have a look. And I wish everyone would stop slamming doors. Number 5 is to make a music video playlist on YouTube and then have it playing on your TV, so it feels a bit like a pub in your house. If you want to create like a certain kind of party atmosphere, it's a good way to do that, and it just adds a bit of interest because as well as the songs, then you're seeing the visuals, and I just find it like an inspiring thing to do. And it's one of those activities where once you start, you kind of get lost in it and forget about time. Number 6 is to plan and prep your breakfast for the week, and this makes life so much easier. And I do this sometimes where I'll make a huge batch of waffles or pancakes to toast throughout the week, or I make overnight oats sometimes, like the night before, so oh my god, so I can just shove it in the fridge and it's ready in the morning, and it's so quick and easy. And you can make things like breakfast burritos and freeze them and then just heat them in the microwave. There are so many things you can prepare in advance and make in bulk when you have a quieter day, and then it's there waiting for you in the morning and you don't even have to think about what to make for breakfast. Number 7 is to perfect your photography skills, and even though I don't have a camera at the minute, I love playing around with photography and I've liked doing it for a long time. I did it for my blog a lot, and I just like taking pretty photos and capturing things, or trying to, the way you see them throughout life. And it's something you can get really kind of immersed and engrossed in, and you can take it to whatever level you like. Like you could end up being a professional photographer, or it could just be a hobby, it doesn't matter. And it's just nice to have photos to look through as well, and artistic ones to find at a later stage. And I quite often take photos when I'm out and about with no agenda, and then later on I will end up using it for a book cover whenever I've made a book, and I didn't even know when I took the photo that it would end up as a book cover, but it just kind of fits. Number 8 is one I did the other day, and it is to clean your windows on the inside, because I find that even if you have a window cleaner, if you don't clean your windows on the inside, they just look dirty anyway. And they're like, particularly in our house, if you've got kids, they put their fingers all over everything, so we constantly have handprints and fingerprints all over the windows in our house, and I just think it freshens the place up to clean them. It's something you have to kind of like intentionally set out to do, but it's not that time consuming when you get into it, and the results are really quick and rewarding. Number 8 is to start a film discussion group, and this could be with a group of friends or people that you find through some sort of community event, or with your family, or even just one other person who's also interested in film. You could make a point of watching the same film either together or separately, but around the same time, and then meet up and discuss it and talk about all of the intricacies of it. And it's just a fun activity to do, and it makes you think about the film on a deeper level. Number 10 is to make your own paint and sip group, because I am always tempted to go to these, although the fact I have kids kind of prevents me most of the time, because it tends to be on at times when I can't just walk out of the house and go. But whenever I have looked them up and checked the pricing just out of interest, it's usually about 60 to 80 pounds for one class, and you can easily create this at home for yourself. You could bring friends over if you want and do it together and make it more of a casual thing, or you can just sit down in peace, put music on if you want, and paint and have your favourite like alcoholic beverage or non-alcoholic, depending on what you like to drink. And it's just a nice way to turn an activity into something more planned out, and basically like making it into more of an experience rather than just something you're getting done. I hope these videos are helpful to someone, and that they give you some ideas of things to do instead of spending money. And I'm gonna go and sort out my messy house and figure out what everyone's having for lunch tomorrow and stuff like that. So let me know how your weekend's going, if you have done any free activities, and don't forget to subscribe for more content, and I will make another video soon. Bye.